guys, so just before we get into the video, I wanted to talk with you guys a little bit about channel memberships as well as channel support in general. So my channel memberships are $2.99 a month, and with that you get custom emojis that you can use during live chats and whatnot. And then I also have member-only videos, which are usually a more personal look into my life. They're more blog style. And also on a sporadic basis, I do member-only giveaways. My goal, though, is to be able to do more giveaways. Not just member-only giveaways, but more giveaways in general on the channel. But I would like to reach a point where I can do at least one members only giveaway a month. As far as other channel support, there are multiple ways that you can do that, which are all in the description box below. So if you guys really enjoy my content and you guys can, maybe you could do me a favor and check out, my channel channel memberships, or check out the options for channel support in general. It is greatly appreciated. Like I said, I do have some goals where I'd like to be able to start doing more regular giveaways for you guys. So yeah, let's get into the video. Alright guys, so you guys know I've been working on some monsters out of this book, Crochet Monsters by Megan Lapp. And I've gotten a lot of questions about the claws that I've been adding, and actually I cannot take credit for that. If you look on the back of this book, you can see the little claws in the monsters. This one has some too. So they are something that is mentioned in the book. And I'm just going to show you guys how to put them in as a tutorial, and then I also, in the description box below, I will link some of the different sizes and shapes that I've found. I'm actually getting ready to work on my second arm that looks like this. It's a three-toed hand with elbow and arm. So this is what the first one looks like. I guess I could zoom in. I'm still figuring out how to work this new camera. So this is what the new one, the first hand looks like. Let me turn the light on. Where's the button? The button. Oh, there we go. I hope that helps with the lighting situation. You'll have to let me know in the comments below whether or not the lighting, the light works. It's actually attached to the camera, so maybe you guys can let me know if that helps with the lighting situation. But this is what the first hand looks like. And for these little monsters, I am using Yarn Bee Sweet Minis, and they come in little cakes like this, and you get 3 colors per package. I've been collecting them for a little while now. I really like using them for the monsters. If anybody has any that they'd be willing to destash, let me know. Shoot me an email and we can discuss, whether it's a yarn swap or whether you want me just to purchase them. So for this finger, I'm actually on round 3, which is easy. Okay, I'll remember that. So the claws that I have these silver ones, and then I have these black ones. For this guy, I'm using the silver ones. These did come in a gold and bronze color as well. But you can see there's just like a little cone here. And then there is a screw. So you're gonna need a screwdriver. Now, some of them I did find on Amazon come with a little screwdriver. Mine didn't. I just happened to have this one, and it's kind of cool because it's got a magnet. It's got a magnet, so I can pick up the screws. I think that's cool. But if you don't have one of these, you're probably going to want to look into getting a set of claws that come with the screwdriver. Some of them do come with leather hole punches, because from what I understand, these things are typically used with leather. That's on Amazon. That's what I found most of them listed under, was leather working. But I find that they are great for amigurumi embellishments as well. You know, and we can all use some embellishments for amigurumi. I'm gonna work up row 3 real quick, just so I can be sure that my screw will fit in there properly. It's 4. Yes, Kiwi. 7 and 8. Okay. So, first things first, we gotta turn this finger right side out because it's wanting to work backwards. So we're gonna turn this right side out. And then, so what I do is I take this little screw and I use my little magnet and I kind of shove it down in here. Sometimes I have to use my finger, but basically the idea is to poke the post of the screw out of the center of my magic ring. The very beginning of the magic ring is what I've done. Once I can get it in there, I'll put my screwdriver in there and kind of push just to make sure that it's all the way through. And let's see if I'm hoping that you guys can see this. So the next thing, you just have to screw these on to this little screw that's poking out. And I find that the screwdriver is very helpful for that because it will, you know, hold it into place. But yeah, that's how I attach them. Now in the book it does say, and then once you get that in there, you can pull this tail to tighten that if it's necessary, but it usually isn't. In the book it does say that if you want to add glue or something on the back of your claw, like I guess, to cover that screw, you can. I haven't needed to do that at all. They seem to screw in tightly enough that they're not going to come out. Now, I don't recommend using these on a toy for a child, like I said, because they are, at least the ones I got, they are sharper than what I expected when I first got these in the mail. I was a little surprised at how sharp they were, but they do make, like I said, several different sizes, shapes, and colors. And I will link some of the ones that I found on Amazon for you in the description box below. So yeah, that's how I attach them, guys. Okay, so this is editing Adrian. Something I forgot to mention in the tutorial is that the book does mention if your stitches are larger, maybe you're using a larger yarn than I am, or something of that nature, and your claws are pulling out of your stitches, what you can do is you can anchor them in by using a piece of plastic canvas, or even you could maybe use a piece of scrap material, or a piece of maybe some felt would work. And you would put that on the screw and then put the screw through your amigurumi and then screw your claw on. And that should anchor it and keep it from pulling out, keep that screw from pulling out of your amigurumi. But I wanted to add that in just in case, you know, anybody decides to make these monsters or whatever, with a larger yarn and a larger hook. I'm only using a 2.75 millimeter hook, but the book actually recommends a worsted weight yarn with a 4 millimeter hook. So yeah, there's a big difference in this the ones that I'm making. The size difference is much different. So there could be some trouble with that if you're using the larger yarns, or the larger hook or whatever. Anyways, guys, I hope that you guys enjoyed this tutorial. Probably next week I will get back on track with Stitch of the Week. I'm really struggling with getting Stitch of the Week out on Fridays. Even this video is late, and I am sorry for that. I've just been tired. I was really tired last night, and I've actually slept most of the day. But anyways, I will see you guys for Monday's video. That might end up being Stitch of the Week. I might end up rolling Friday's Stitch of the Week video over to Monday and then doing 2 Stitch of the Weeks next week. But anyways, yeah, I will see you guys for my next video, which should be Monday. And then I of course, I have a couple of shorts that always come out on the weekends. Yeah, let me know in the comments below whether or not I did okay on the lighting, what I can do to improve it. I know the lighting and the camera situation is still something that's kind of new, but I'm always happy to hear you guys' thoughts on that situation. Anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Bye.